I'm joined by Zahed Miah here in the studio, and this whole interview came about, we were chatting literally a few days ago about the Muslim faith.
Yeah, that's right.
And I didn't realise how many parts to this was. And also, we are, in the Isle of Man, probably not exposed to as many other faiths as other areas, right? I mean,
yeah, it's I mean, the number of Muslims in the Isle of Man is quite small, really, relative to everyone else. There's probably around 250, maybe 300 or so Muslims.
It's grown though over the years, right?
It has grown.
Because you've been here a long time.
I've been here for 15 years now, so it's been quite some time actually, and it has grown since I've been here. But I think it's probably plateaued in the last few years.
Right, now at this very minute you're on fasting, right? Explain all this, and it's quite a complicated thing to do. You've got to keep an eye on the times and the days and the lunar cycles and things.
Yeah, I'll just explain for everyone that's a bit more about it. It's one of the pillars of Islam. There are 5 pillars of Islam, and Ramadan, that means basically fasting, is one of them. So there's like prayer, you donate money as well, you go to pilgrimage as well, go to Mecca, and Ramadan being the fourth religion, the fourth pillar of Islam. It starts on the 6th of May this year. And
it does move, doesn't it?
It does move. It's based on a lunar cycle, so it's based on the sighting of the moon, so there's no set time. It's not like the Gregorian solar calendar. And that's why it moves back every about 10 or 11 days. So a long time ago, when I was in my teens, it was actually in winter time. So as you can probably guess, it was a lot easier in the winter time than it is today.
Because it's involving daylight hours,
yes,
isn't it?
That's
Explain
right.
that bit.
You can only eat and drink during darkness. So when the sun sets, we break the fast called iftar, and that's when we are allowed to eat with a date and water and have a fast.
I mean, we're in almost the longest day of the year, and you can't do anything between like 4 in the morning or something, is it? And, 8, 9?
It goes dark about 9:25ish.
And that means no drink at all, no water at all.
Yeah, and then we have to get up early, around 3 o'clock-ish.
Right.
And so you've got quite a lot of a big window at the moment during the summer. There's no eating or drinking, but it is a little bit more than that. It's not just about starving yourself, as what people might think. It's also thinking about your religion, self-discipline, and also improving your conduct as well. So I mean, you're not supposed to, for example, swear or be your best self. You're almost like you're purifying your soul, almost thinking how you're going to live your life and how to improve on it.
Is it hard to follow? I mean, is it a strict religion? I mean, would you say, is that the right terminology?
Well, it depends how strict you want. I mean, I'm on a scale of like 0 to 10 being you follow it totally. I'd probably say I was probably about a 6. There is room for improvement, I suppose.
Right. And how many Muslims on the Isle of Man do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's no official census count, but when I've looked at the mosque, and if I were to include all the children and everyone else, I would say probably around 300 or so.
Let's talk about this thing that being a very minority in that sense. How does it fit in the Isle of Man? Are you welcome? Is it difficult here, or
yeah,
what?
we do get a lot of questions about Islam. I mean, not just my faith, but Islam as well. So when I start, and I've been telling my work colleagues I'm not allowed to eat or drink, they'll be, oh well, just close the curtains or go down the cellar. I think that kind of defeats the object of it. It's not quite, and it's also you don't realise this at work. They always come around, and I'm sure everyone who's watching this will come. Fancy a cup of tea? Someone's cup around, or if someone's birthday, everyone brings in the cake, and everyone starts and you don't really think about this until you're not eating.
I mean, all religions have a bad rap and that sort of thing. Do you think you are welcomed into? I mean, I'm trying to get there because you're a minority in bigger amounts.
I think it's more welcoming here. I don't think I've had many negative things. I think it maybe just once or twice where people just query what it was about, but generally, most people because I think the Isle of Man's become a lot more cosmopolitan in recent years as well, and they're more accepting as well. We don't really have that, I suppose, level of tensions in some areas of the UK or in America or wherever. I know recently there's been some obviously bad things about, when you get bad incidents happening, various attacks and things, people always associate those individuals with that individual. He's a Muslim, so therefore all Muslims must be like that, and that's not the case. It's like just because you've got a couple of bad eggs doesn't mean everyone else is. And
people have the fear of the unknown almost, don't they, about understanding other religions, probably to some degree.
Yes, to a certain extent as well. So when those things happen, they always get a lot of media attention. But when people, leaders of the mosque, who are imams, when they condemn those things, we don't tend to always get a lot of media attention more than anything else, so you don't see that side of things more than anything else.